Hey guys, so we are back with, I was going to call it Life is Strange with Tell Me Why, but it's by the same people who made Life is Strange, Don't Nod Entertainment. So I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really quite an emotive game already. I'm very curious to find out more of the story of Alison and Tyler. I really like this kind of psychic connection thing that they've got going. I'm really into that, and being able to like visualize the past. So yeah, excited to see what we're going to find in the house. So we're looking for the treasure box there in the twins' bedroom. What I would say though, if there was anyone from as if right, but if there was anyone from Don't Nod who was watching my video, my feedback would be I don't really understand if it's saved or not. So I would like to be able to have like a way of like knowing that it's saved really clearly. I like being I'm old school, right? I play like old games where it's like you go save and then you know it's saved. I'd like something like that for like future games, so I'm really clear that I've hit a save point, or I can save it at whatever point I want to, because I'm a bit scared of like returning to the main menu, because if I click that it says, are you going to lose everything? And I'm like, no, I don't want to lose everything. So I feel like I have to keep playing. So yeah, I'm enjoying playing. I want to keep playing, but as I'm filming it, I'd appreciate a save. Thanks, Don't Nod, if anyone ever watch this video. So yeah, beautiful wallpaper. Looks like Christmas wrapping paper.
Doesn't seem real.
Oh, I think Alison's struggling a little bit more than Tyler.
Of course.
Tyler seems to be taking it in his stride.
No power.
You okay, honey? I mean, the house is quite spacious, you know, they could definitely sell this. A good sized kitchen. It's quite cute. Wait, so we can do this stuff again. Remember. Oh, look at this. It didn't even have to tell me. I'm a pro.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom!
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
But you promised!
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
She's a bit harsh.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
Oh.
But I want to cut it short. Really short.
What? Look, I'm tired. And I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You
I'm
always
grumpy.
say that.
So that's the first time.
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
So their mum was clearly dealing with something that they couldn't understand, right, because they were children. Whether that was some kind of mental illness or something that was stressful in her life that made her that kind of like grumpy and not being able to handle parenthood very well. I'm sure we'll find out more about the mum's story as well as we kind of explore the house. But clearly something was going on with her and she wasn't doing very well. She wasn't coping very well. So if you missed the first episodes or you need a reminder, oh my god, I've just noticed the cute little bear. The bare ends on that sofa. So yeah, their mum. So Tyler was born a little girl. He's transgender. So in that scene, that's the day that he wanted to cut his hair. He did it himself. He went to show the mum. The mum had a gun and he ended up stabbing her and killing her. So he went to juvie, I think, and to some kind of like rehabilitation centre. Did really well. Had the changed gender, so he's now Tyler. Yeah. So that's the backstory.
I should check our bedroom upstairs.
We will. Okay, I'm sorry I've got you
She was
stood
trying
around.
to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing. But you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here. Big mugs of hot cocoa.
I could go for a big
Yeah.
mug of hot cocoa right
Marianne
now.
was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
So they refer to her as Marianne
Nice. No Marianne.
rather than Mum. Oh, we can talk more. Left shift. Used our voice. So she didn't like them talking, so they talked telepathically.
We'd use our voice so we didn't wake her up.
And then we'd be up all night telling stories and watching the fire die. And Marianne was none the wiser.
So they've got like these coping strategies then, I guess, to deal with she seems like she had quite harsh rules. It seems like she was kind of stressed, so she wanted them to be quiet. It does seem like they were a bit of a handful, right? And if the mum was, I'm not making excuses for her doing like terrible things, but I'm just kind of trying to understand her story, why she was the way that she was. These cute little pictures. Oh, look at the baby picture of them being twins. Examine. Look.
She took so many pictures.
Yeah.
So
Like
she
had to
loved them,
document every
clearly.
second of our lives.
She had to document every second of their lives. It made her smile.
It made her happy. And it was kind of nice to see her smile.
Oh,
I
what went
guess.
wrong?
You okay?
All these happy pictures.
I wonder what happened
They
to
look
their
so
dad.
sad now. So staged.
So
know.
staged. I mean, pictures always are a little bit staged, right? Like, oftentimes they are a little bit staged, but that doesn't mean they don't still have sentimental
She was always
value.
entering photography contests.
Oh, okay. So she may have actually been.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. Mini Da Vinci's, we were not.
She saved every drawing we ever did.
Okay.
couple of
No, she
these in my
clearly loved
heap.
them, right? I was going to say maybe she was just more interested in, maybe she didn't have that emotional bond and she was more interested in like projecting this idea of a happy life. But then she's actually kept the pictures. I have difficulty getting rid of the pictures that my children draw. I've got like 3 big massive drawers out of an old wardrobe underneath the bed that are just filled with like my kids' homework and pictures and sort of all sorts of stuff. I really have trouble sort of deciding what I want to keep and what I shouldn't keep, so I just keep everything.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Mary Ann's unfinished masterpieces.
It's you two.
There's
It's
2
two
of them.
doves. That's you.
Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Mary Ann.
Oh. It's a bit sad, really, that they call her Mary Ann. I don't know. It's sad to me because it's the potential, right? The potential of like they could have had a beautiful house. I mean, it is a nice house. It's a bit sort of worse for wear. They've not been there for a long time, but they could have had a beautiful house, a happy life, but something was clearly wrong. So she's not got much money, so she's clearly stressed about
every
money.
penny.
Oh, what's this? Oh, is that a note? Oh, well, look, hey mum, we are sorry. It's gonna break my heart. Can't deal with stuff about kids. Okay, cue, so I can read it clearly. Hey mum, we are sorry the vase got broke. We didn't know you love it so much. We need to be careful with 2 L's and not act up in the window room. Next time we will try and use good judgment. Oh, please forgive us for doing bad things. I'm sorry so this is like the other person. I'm sorry too. We should be more careful. I'm very sad we made you cry so much. We should play outside instead. I will tell Ollie not to be wild all the time. Who's Ollie? Wait, was that one of the friends? No, I don't have Ollie on my notes. Ollie. We aren't going to do it anymore. We are sorry. That is so sweet. That would bring, if my kids did something like that for me, I'd be a mess. I'd be like that little tear emoji. What are you reading? Our apology letter. Let's see what she has to
A
say
letter
about
we wrote
it.
her. To apologize for breaking that stupid vase, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Old textbooks.
I mean, it is a
Given
parenting
to us, right?
strategy, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
We were in yeah, you were. You can talk
We were.
telepathically.
It's not like she thought. You think she knew we were sharing answers?
We shared for fun. We both knew them all anyway.
Sneaky. Love it. Love it. The potential for mischief, the potential for like cheating on tests. Because normally, you think like a twin want to be good at one thing, want to be good at another thing. So you only have to do half the revision. Amazing. Oh,
After
look.
all
So they
this
did
time.
call her mum.
I thought I'd feel more prepared to deal with this mess.
Best mom. You think we ever really believe that?
Sponsored
or
by the
are we just
local
trying to make her
goblins.
happy?
It's so
Either
cute.
way, it wasn't true.
Wasn't true. Oh, it's so sad that they think of her like that as well. Like, you know, like clearly there were good things, but she's clearly been so horrible and so difficult that, you know, emotionally they just hate her.
String, glue, duct tape.
Right, remember that drawer, it
Holy
might come in
Trinity
handy,
of house repair.
handy later.
Marianne loved having something to fix.
Not when we broke them. I love fixing things. I wish she fixed herself. Oh.
Yeah, well, she could have tried a little harder to fix her own head.
Can you picture Marianne talking to a shrink?
No. And speaking of,
Therapy's expensive.
See,
but
I
I'm
think she
fine.
probably did have some kind. Sorry, my tummy's rumbling. I think she probably did have some kind of like psychic ability herself, right? I think maybe, you know, maybe she was dealing with like goblins or like real sort of like demons or something. Because I feel like that's the way that this is going.
what was she hoping to do with all these jars?
So she was just clearly trying to cope with no adult support
She
other than
tried everything
herself.
to make
It
ends
seems.
Well, not
She's trying to make things ends meet, and that's no excuse, right? That's no excuse to be horrible and snappy with your children, but you know, people are just human and don't always do the best things. I'm not going to go upstairs yet. I want to make sure I check everywhere downstairs first.
Huh. This
You know,
bathroom still
people are
smells like
fallible.
Marianne.
good scrub, and we'll be rid of that too.
And it's sad, right? It's sad the potential that they could have had that nice life, but you know, clearly that she wasn't able to get the help that she wanted.
I forgot all about her weird concoctions.
She
Oh,
was always testing them on us.
testing them on them.
Lab rats.
That's not good. I mean, that is like what, a step too
What are we
far.
gonna do with all her jewelry?
Well, I'm certainly not gonna wear it.
Donation pile it is, then. What would little Tyler think if he walked in here right now and saw me?
I think he'd be thrilled. He'd be so happy.
Handmade soap. Still here after 10 years. Impressive.
If I looked like Tyler now, I'd be happy. He's lovely looking. Right, okay. Off we go.
I tried to bury this dress in the backyard, but Marianne caught me.
So he hates
Yeah,
wearing
well,
dresses.
we both know pretty was never my thing.
Your sister could have had it. Maybe she liked it. Trying to bury the dress. Oh, so cute. Like the giraffe on the wall. Oh,
We were so competitive about who measured taller. Like,
It's pulling
we
on my
actually had
heartstrings.
anything to do with it.
And after all that, it ended in a tie.
Yeah. None of that crazy stretching I did made any difference.
Maybe it did. Maybe you'd be shorter, right? If it wasn't for the crazy stretching. I know it really wants me to go upstairs, but I really want to sort of explore everything downstairs first.
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Oh, okay,
How
fair
crazy.
enough. So I think I've explored everywhere down here now, right? We don't need to go back outside. I've had a look around there, so yeah, let's go upstairs. Wait, what's that mask? Creepy mask. Oh, there's a room there that I've not been in as well. Hello? Mask? Why can't I look at it? Hello?
We should take down the creepy masks if we don't want to scare the buyers away.
Oh, so now you don't want to scare someone with those masks.
Okay, who did this? Who did the share? Pretended to be a warrior. Who did this? Who did
Hey,
the scare? I tried to
I just
say
put on the
then.
mask and pretended to be a warrior. You were the one who got freaked out by it.
Right.
Not that she ever let me wear him very long.
Yeah, let's keep going. What's this little funny room? Laundry room. We don't have these normally in the UK. It's not like a standard
Alright,
thing.
let's see. Broken shelf, broken
I mean, some
jar.
people have them,
and
but
the
it's
washing
not.
machine.
I think
Broken.
it's more of a recent thing. I don't think it's something
dryer never worked to
people
begin
tend to do. We have our washing machines and dryers in the kitchen. It's like all
I
the
hated
water in one
hanging dirty
room, and then
laundry.
the toilet
I
is like
refused
another
to
room.
change for a few weeks once, so I wouldn't have to do it.
I didn't listen to that, sorry. Machine repair. Sam, Robert, too expensive. Texas for winter. Tessa. So maybe she called around Sam or Tessa. Maybe that's going to be relevant later. Sam, Tessa. Yeah, maybe she invented them. Oh, sorry. invited them round. I'm getting a bit tired. This is what I mean about being able to save it. I'd like to sort of stop now and continue tomorrow, but I'm just scared that it's not going to save recently. So I think either way, I think this is going to be kind of the last video I'm going to do on it for today, because I'm getting sleepy. I want to go to bed. I'm going to go in here and go to bed. Open
If you
sesame.
don't come up soon, I'm gonna take whatever I want from our bedroom.
No way, wait for me.
Maybe I shouldn't go in the bedroom first,
No,
though,
this-
actually. Oh my goodness, look at this cute
This
Dan.
feels like home.
Oh, love it. So cute. Such a good little cubby space. Okay, I just wanted to... Oh, the house is so
We were
nice.
so little.
I want to go here on vacation. On holiday.
Where'd you come from?
What is it? Read. A Tale of Two Swords. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button.
Tyler, do you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
We're basically walkie-talkies on legs, you know.
Yeah, well, how do you play Ice Road Trucker Assassins without a walkie-talkie?
How you feeling about being back?
I thought I knew what to expect, but everything keeps catching me by surprise. My nerves are completely raw.
I get it.
How about you?
Hi.
You okay?
Are we okay? I'm not sure how I feel.
I'm honestly not sure how I feel yet. I'm just trying to think of it as an empty house.
Yeah. An empty house full of actual ghosts.
Hopefully they're
Actual
friendly
ghosts.
ghosts.
Like Casper. Okay, I don't think there's anything else there. Right, so let's go into the bedroom. So, it's such a lovely house.
Hey,
Just bumped
the
into me.
postcard we sent ourselves from Juno.
Forever alone.
What?
We
Cousin.
barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals.
What does this say then? Hello, Alison and Ollie. Oh, they're writing to themselves. That's so... They're adorable, and it's sad. I mean, it's not sad that they're adorable. It's sad and they're adorable. We are writing from the past. What's it like in the future? They literally are writing from the past. Anyway, June now is super cool. We took the tramway all the way up. Ollie was scared. Liar. Alison and Ollie. We got some books, but so he's clearly changed his name from Ollie. So Olivia. We got some books, but Mummy went to the restaurant, so they did used to call her Mummy at night and forgot them. It was cool. There were a lot of whales in the ferry. On the ferry. No, there wasn't. They were in the water, stupid. Anyway, here is a postcard to remind you how awesome we are, especially me. Alison and Ollie Ronan. Okay, oh. Okay, let's keep going. Let's look over here. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Okay, let's keep looking. So we've got a little moose wallpaper here. Very cute indeed. Are you in the way of the things I want to look at? And they've got like a knitted like cover for that. That's cute. Oh, and she grew up to like rollerblading, didn't she? She likes ice hockey and roller derby. So she was into that as a kid. So that's quite cute as well. Some of the angles in this house are a little bit awkward to, like, I can't seem to get the right angle sometimes to look at things. Here we go.
Look, it's the game we made. Illusion
They
Tramway.
made their own game.
That game never made any sense.
Didn't stop us from playing all day.
Dude,
Like snakes and ladders,
we were
but not.
kids. All we needed were rocks and bird feathers.
Oh, so creative. Figure out who goes first with paper, rock, scissors with silent voice. Roll the dice and move the number you roll. Pay to the tramway lady to climb up or down the mountain. Take the luge to slide down the mountain. So it looks like they did have a day out and really enjoyed it and then got really creative from it. If you get a 1, you get to roll again. If you get a 1 again, you pick a motor car to climb the mountain with a luge. If you roll a 6, become the Mad Hunter. Oh, for 2 turns, safe from shoot. If you roll a 3, become a bear for 3 turns. Can't use the tramway or lose you in any direction. So we know that Tyler likes bears.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack.
I mean, that's good parenting.
Did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see.
Like, that's good. I buy a lot of books for my kids. I mean, they do have
Some of
lots
the
of
old
telly
ones
and
are great.
computer games. They're very creative. I mean, I think it's more that she probably couldn't afford a telly. Maybe she got like second-hand books or something. But yeah, I think maybe that might be why. And also, it's good to have books. You know, it's good parenting to kind of let your kids have an imagination by, you know, almost like creating that boredom space. So that
Look what I found.
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
Okay, I'm scared. I'm scared. What's this going to be?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
Okay. The frog enters right to speak. The bear and the princess. So this is like the index. So I might read maybe one of these every now and again. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a big frog in a small pond. She was a peaceful creature who spent most of her time eating, swimming, and sleeping. So that's their mum, right? From the morning to the evening, she did everything the smaller frogs did, except she did it bigger. She ate more, she jumped farther, and she was smarter, and she made much more noise. Okay, so maybe not the mum. Everyone in the forest could hear her loud croaking, and everyone was happy that they could. You see, it was easy to get lost in the forest, but thanks to the frog's loud noises, you could just as easily find your way back to the pond. Maybe it would not have been the same if the big frog had kept singing during the night, but she was much too lazy an animal to stay active after dark. One day, an unknown visitor came to the forest for the first time. It was a young woman dressed up in a beautiful gown. She was walking fast through the woods, and she was running away, and she never looked back. Many eyes spied the princess pass by, but no one dared to help her, for the Mad Hunter was on her trail. "This is not our business," they said, "and we had better look away," for the Mad Hunter was an unyielding man who loved nothing but hunting down prey for money and glory, so he's a hunter. Nothing could escape his piercing eye for long. So that explains why that's a trigger then for Tyler, because they clearly had some kind of issue with that Mad Hunter. So that's probably like an actual person. So the princess walked alone without help until she was hopelessly lost in the big forest. So did one of the kids get lost? Exhausted, she pressed on with no idea of where she was heading, as the hunter drew ever closer, dogged in his pursuit. Interesting. She continued this way until she heard a heavy croaking, far off to her left, so clear and loud that the princess immediately made for the source of the noise. A few minutes later she reached the big frog in the small pond, and the frog looked at her with a gentle smile. "Help me, please," said the princess. "I need a place to rest and to hide." "Ribbit," answered the frog, and the princess frowned. "Please stop making noise. The Mad Hunter is after me." "Ribbit," said the frog again, so loud that the princess had to cover her ears. The creature began to jump every which way. "What are you doing?" asked the princess. "Stop all that noise, or he will find us." But the frog kept croaking and jumping around her, left and right, up and down. This is a pretty good story. Did the kids write this? I don't know, I'm confused. "Ribbit, ribbit," until the princess understood the meaning of all this fuss. Cautiously, the woman climbed on the back of the big animal, and then with a leap, the frog set off away from the pond. Oh, cool. The frog jumped so high and so far that even the hunter could not find where the princess had gone. With a few jumps, the princess was out of his piercing eye. With a few jumps more, and she had vanished for good. The princess closed her eyes and left her clever mount carry her wherever the creature pleased. Less than an hour later, the big frog... blah, 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 it's a lot of words. Less than an hour later, the big frog had reached the other side of the ancient forest, near the shores of the very deep lake. There she landed without a noise in front of a big wooden house that had been abandoned. "Thank you," said the princess, covering the animal's snout with kisses. Cute! I wonder if he turned into a handsome prince. "I only wish you could speak, so I would have understood what you were trying to do sooner." As she pronounced those words, something incredible happened. The big frog was suddenly able to speak. Her first words startled the princess. "The Mad Hunter is always at my heels. Now you're safe and I've had my revenge. You can stay in this house. It has been abandoned for a long time, and no one will look for you here." Then, without looking back, the big frog jumped back into the pond. And this is how the big frog saved the princess, and how she earned the right to speak. Okay, there's more stories, but I don't want to read them all. The Bear and the Princess. So I guess you can pause if you want to read these yourself, or I might read maybe like if we're able to access it. There's so many. Yeah, so I might read some of these like per episode.
Where is it?
Yeah, he's taking it with him, so
looking
we'll
for
read
something
one
in
of those each
particular?
episode maybe.
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. I can't really look around.
Mom? Mom! Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl.
She doesn't understand.
No matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Aww. Oh, he's trying to hug like the little version of himself. Oh, he's trying to comfort himself. That's so. Little blush cheeks as well. That's so sad.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
That's messed up.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
It's like insane to me that someone would have that attitude, that
I
someone
want
would
my diary back.
make that choice.
Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
Okay, I know you want to
You
find your
think her
diary.
room is
Just want to
still
make
locked?
sure I've
It always was.
got everything from here.
I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I know, but we'll have to eventually, and I need it back. You know, if there's
That's
one
base
thing you gotta give
content.
Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it.
Oh, so yeah, that's Chief Brown. That's the police officer who like dealt with the case, but also he's like adopted Allison. I think he's been like, or not, maybe not adopted, but that's who she's been living with. That's who's been looking after her.
So much for my dream of being a hockey star.
Marianne thought sports were too aggressive, too competitive, and too groupthinky.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
How's she like so liberal and so conservative at the same time? That woman has conflicted values. Oh, we've got a memory. Wait, it's not letting me do it. There we go.
The Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay, but I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
They're so sweet. They're such sweet children. I want them.
Because it was dangerous to mention his name.
Like, so creative. I'd be so proud of them. Like, the relationship between them as well. They're just like kid goals. They're really cute. So we need to go into their mum's room.
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Oh no. Oh
Hand it
no. I've not got enough brain power for a puzzle right now. Tell me why. Tell me why I
What are you
have to do
looking
this
for?
puzzle.
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
I said, did the mum
You
write
have a
the
way better
story?
memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
Oh no, I'm not ready for this. I might have to leave
First
this
those
until the next
memories,
time.
now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touche.
Okay. What time is it? Book of Goblins. I think I'm going to leave this for next time because I'm just so sleepy. I'm just so sleepy. So even if it means I'm going to have to like replay it and get back to this point, I'll do that. But I've not got the brain power for this right now. I'm sorry guys if that disappoints you, but I should hopefully have the next episode up really, really soon. I really am enjoying it. I'm just getting sleepy now. It's 10 o'clock at night here and I'm lazy. Right, so thank you for watching with me, playing along with me. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comment box below. And yeah, the good thing though is now that I'm going to be able to read some of your comments on the videos before I film the next one, because I've filmed all these episodes like sequentially, like straight after the other back to back. So now I'll be able to post a few videos and see some of your comments. So that'll be really nice. Alright guys, do take care and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.